Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. A couple of weeks ago I made a Christmas ornament and that was for the club competition. I belong to the Hampshire Woodturners Association. We meet down in Eastleigh first Monday of every month. Visitors welcome. There's always somebody down there you can have a chat with. Really nice atmosphere, really nice club to belong to. So what I'm going to do for the competition this week is it has to be Christmas themed and had to be dingly, dangly, jingly or jangly. So what I've come up with is a Christmas Gonk. And that's got to be dangly, surely. Something a little bit different. Stick around, I'll show you how I do it. I'll just start this project. What I'm going to use is a piece of cherry. And the first thing I want to do is just put a tenon on this end. So you can see I've got that held firmly in my chuck, and I'm just using my roughing gauge, spindle roughing gauge, they're trying to get them called now, and I've just taken that down, just taking the corners off all the bark, got down through the Cambrian layer of the bark, so I've got down to the nice yellowy heartwood. So this is going to be the base of my Father Christmas. As you're looking at it to the left of the screen, that'll be the base, and I'll just give myself index mark. This will be the height of the Father Christmas here now. So just grabbing my spindle gauge and I'm just taking this down, just give myself just a nice cone shape. I'm just doing this by eye really. I haven't worked out any sizes or anything, as long as it looks nice. There's some beautiful grain in there. So this is a Guitar Crimson, a water-based dye. But it does take quite a few coats to build the colour up on this. But when you do, it is well worth it. The more coats you get on, the deeper the red you get. As I say, this is a water-based stain, so I do have to wait in between coats for the water, although I do go over it with a hot air gun just to encourage it to evaporate a little bit quicker. What I'll do, I'll get back to you in a minute when I've applied a few more coats. I've given that quite a few coats now, and it's got quite a nice deep red on there. So what I'll do now is just give that a quick sanding with 800 grit, because that has raised grain on there. Lovely finish on that. So one last coat of red. Just let that dry, give it a couple of minutes dry off, and then we'll give it a coat of sand sealer and a coat of wax. So a quick coat of sand sealer, and because that's water based and that's spirit based, that will probably take some of that off, but not too much I hope. Just give that a quick buffing, and a quick coat of wax. Now all I need to do is just part it off. So that's another piece, got a piece in the chuck, and I'll just rough that down, take all the bark off. Let's hope that crack don't go too far. Because that's going to be his beard, it doesn't want to be much wider than that and taper down to a point. So there's going to be quite a lot of wood I need to get rid of there. pretty much the shape I want. I'll just quickly sand that down. I only sanded that down to 120 grit, because if you go too much further than that, what happens, it tends to burnish the wood and the dye won't soak into the wood, it will just sit on the surface. So what I need to do now is get some white dye on there. So this white dye is a spirit stain. It should dry off, because once the spirit or alcohol that's in there dries off, it doesn't actually make the wood quite so wet as the water-based dyes do. I don't have to leave so long in between coats. Right, I'm going to build those coats up. I'll get back to you when I've done that. I was hoping I could have used that other piece of wood. There was just enough because I need to turn a hat, but there was a big crack running down through there, and I've got plenty of this, so I thought I'd get a new piece. So I just need to rough that down. Sand that down. Alright, so this one again is a spirit based stain. Again, that's going to take me quite a few coats to build up a nice deep black colour, so I'll get back to you. That was the black dye gone on the hat. That went on really well. I only put about 3 coats on there. That black certainly covered it a lot better than the red or the white. So all that's left for me to do now is just part this off, and that's the hat finished. So I'm just going in there with my thin parting off tool, just cut it off. Nice little hat. The piece of wood that's left, I'm going to use this to make the feet. So I actually want to turn that wood down to about where you can see that black line on the left hand side of the screen. I want to turn it down to about that size. I do have some blue cord that I want to use to go through. It's like a plaited cord, which is quite nice. So it's a matter now of just taking this down as fast as I can, just getting it down to a nice thickness for the rope or for the cord. So as you see, I'm just continuing to take this diameter down, just gradually working it away. And I'm going to make both feet out of this, so just rounding off, so that'd be the toe of a boot. So just rounding that over. So it's all finished now. I just want to sand that down, get a bit of sand sealer and a bit of wax. As I say, as that's going to be both feet on there, I'm just marking that, dividing it in half, and just coming in with my parting off tool, just taking the edge off of there. And there's the sander sealer. And there's the wax. I have gone again for the microcrystalline wax on this. It does give a more resilient shine, much more hard wearing. So that's one parted off and finished. Just need to roll this one over. the same ball nose as the other one. Want them to be a matching pair. So give it a quick sand, bit of sand and sealer, bit of wax, all done. So these are all my pieces already assembled. First thing I'm going to do is put a flat on there and a flat on there. Make sure I put that flat where that crack is on there, so that I can sit those two together like that. So I wasn't put it over on the sander, but I've got a Proxon with a wrapping wheel on there, and that'll take that away quickly. Pretty good. I'll get that over on the sander just to finish that off. So I'm taking those two pieces over onto the sander, so they fit together like so, and it looks better. So what I'm going to do is a little cheat, a little red felt tip permanent marker. I'm just going to go around the edge of there. That's not a proper fit, exact fit on there. I don't have any white wood showing under there. Right, so we can glue that up now. So just have a bit of super glue on there. Some accelerant on that one. That's good. And then we've got the shoes. I'm going to drill a hole straight down through there. And again, I want to put some flats on there, so I'm going to take that over and put that on the sander. What I'm going to do now, drill a couple of holes up in there, and that's where his legs will go through there. And then I'll need to get the Dremel. Just cut two little grooves in there. So I just need to cut a couple of grooves in there for the rope to sit through. Just take that over on the bandsaw, just level that up. So just finished an assembly. What I want to do is put some rope in there, get that right down in there, bit of super glue. I've got these Dagon shears and they do cut this very well. You get a very nice straight cut on them. The first thing I want to do is get some down in there. Hang on. dab of super glue in there. So both of those are sat in there nice and flat, so that sits down nicely. And then his legs are hang down nice. So you can put the feet on. So just thread it through there. Thanks a lot. And we just need to cut those feet off. Make sure they're the same length. And the same with them. What I'm going to do, pull that back so it's just a little bit shy there. Put in some super glue. So all that's left for me to glue on is this hat. Again, get the super glue. Oh, one of the things I am going to do, I want to give him two eyes. Oh, here we go, YouTubers. Bit of a festive, gimpy, gonky Father Christmas. Set up on a bookshelf. Just something a little bit different. Looks like you've been auditioning for ZZ Top. So, as I say, YouTubers, another project all finished. Hope you enjoyed that one. Something I should be glad when Christmas is over. I'll go back to doing other stuff. Thank you very much for watching. You take care of yourself, and I'll see you all again next week. Bye bye.